Hey, what's going on, guys? Bringing us another video today. Honestly, today's topic is going to be a little bit different. I'm not going to say this is a ramble, because we will be talking about certain specific things. But last night, I actually watched the movie Before I Fall, and it was so powerful and inspiring. You know, I really like those types of movies. You know, the ones where it really makes you think about life, and it makes you, you know, come into that greater, deeper awareness that there's a lot more to life than just merely existing. And I've made previous videos about this before, but just going through, you know, another walk in nature today. It just rained, and I gotta say, I was worried about raindrops falling on the phone, getting on the part of the camera that records. So we'll have to see about that. But I really like this area, guys. You know, it's just a park that I found not that long ago, maybe a few years ago, but I never did really explore the area until now. And in the area that I live in, there's not a whole lot of, you know, recreational parks. You know, you actually have to somewhat go out of your way to find, you know, some of the better ones. But the movie last night, you know, seeing that movie Before I Fall, it was really good. And it got me thinking about lost souls and people that live a different life. And the whole movie, guys, check it out if you haven't seen it, but the whole movie is basically premised around, you know, what would you do if today was your last day? And just felt another raindrop. But it's basically premised around what would you do, you know, if it was your last day here on Earth. And many of us will never push ourselves to discover what exactly we would do with our time. You know, many of us really wouldn't. We wouldn't dare to find out what we might do. If we knew we only had 24 hours, and I started looking up many other different videos online and came across a lot of, you know, terminally ill people, and it really struck me in here, and I'm still feeling it. You know, life is truly a privilege. It really is. So while we have the time, and just like the movie, while we have that time, we must cherish it. We must do things that are in our heart, in our spirit. We must give from a place of abundance, happiness, health, wealth, and wish that on others, even if others shun us, and even if others, you know, hate us a little bit. I do believe that we must take that high road and realize there's a lot more to life than that hate. We must shine through the hatred, shine through the darkness, shine our light, and really give of ourselves freely. And like I said, a lot of people won't ever have to, they're not going to ever deal with this situation because they won't have to. You know, just because they might not ever come into, you know, a terminally ill disease. You know, they might never deal with that. And I can't imagine. I really can't imagine. But it doesn't mean that we just have this free pass to just take things for granted. You know what I'm saying? We really don't. It doesn't mean that we take our gifts for granted and we just do anything with them as we please. I believe we must be disciplined. We must cherish our gifts and talents and abilities and dreams and hopes and better our world, because really, guys, none of us are getting out alive. That's not meant to be cynical, but it's just reality. None of us are going to make it out alive, and it's up to us what to do with that time. It's truly us. It's truly up to us what we choose to do with the gifts, talents, and abilities. You know, what's in here, what resides in our hearts and souls. Really, it's just a gut check, because none of us really know when our time is going to come to an end, so we might as well give freely and help others, you know, along the way, because like I said, none of us are getting out of this alive, so we might as well make good, positive change while we're here. And I understand there is a law of polarity, which basically states that you can't have a positive without the negative. You know, you really can't have positives without negatives in life. For one to exist, you must have the other. So there is opportunity in the sickness. There is opportunity in the sadness. There's always two sides to the same thing. You know, just like too much of one good thing is not necessarily a good thing. But just expanding our awareness, guys, just expanding our awareness and realizing that we can make a positive, effective difference. The law of cause and effect. Through the law of cause and effect, we can make this effective difference in the world based upon our actions. And I believe many of us are called to do that. You know, and that's what I'm doing, making these videos. And we soak up the information and we learn and grow from all of our failures, through all of our trials and tribulations that come our way. And God, by way of also, you know, the universal power that we've come to know, helps us through our journey, helps us along through our journey, helps us express what we need to express. Because I do believe there are hidden purposes of why we're here. I really do believe that. It's up to us to own those gifts and not take them for granted. So I'm going to end off this video. This is a shout out, a serious shout out to all of the lost souls out here, to the souls that were tortured and never made it here on earth, and didn't get the privilege to share themselves fully and give. So this is a shout out to all of the lost souls and all the people who have suffered. And I wish all of you health, wealth, abundance, in the highest form of fulfillment possible.